Most men think a nickname is just something playful. But here's the truth. The right nickname can do what 100 compliments never will. It slips past her logic. It hits her emotions. It makes her feel seen in a way she didn't expect. Women get attention every day. Yet almost none of it leaves a mark. But the man who gives her a nickname that matches her energy, he becomes unforgettable. Have you noticed how a woman forgets your compliments, but remembers the one nickname that made her blush? That's because a nickname isn't just a word. It's psychological territory. It says, I see a version of you no one else sees. And the moment she feels that, attraction begins forming quietly, even if she hides it. But here's the problem. Most men use nicknames from insecurity. Too early. Too often. Too hungry for her reaction. And when a man leads from weakness, the nickname becomes noise. Generic, forgettable, powerless. A real nickname only works when it's earned. When it comes from a grounded man who observes, not performs. Who names, not begs. Women don't fall for the nickname itself. They fall for the man behind it. Now let's break down the nicknames, and why they work. 1. Shorty. Shorty hits different, even when she isn't short. Because it isn't about her height. It's about the dynamic. It bypasses the polite, eggshell conversations most men have with women. It says, I'm not intimidated by you. I'm comfortable with you. It carries light teasing. The kind that builds polarity. Not the insecure teasing men use when they don't know how to flirt. When said with calm confidence, Shorty anchors a dynamic. You're grounded, steady, unshaken. It pulls her into her feminine because she feels safe relaxing around you. Use it casually. Once, at the right moment. Not 10 times looking for validation. Say it when she's acting tough, being dramatic, or pretending she doesn't care. That's when it lands. 2. Angel. Angel melts women in a way they rarely admit. It touches the part of her that wants to feel cherished, valued, and seen for her softness, not just her looks. Women build hard shells over time. Angel tells her she doesn't need that armor with you. It's not about physical beauty. It's about the emotional impact she has on you. Use it when she's kind, vulnerable, or quietly thoughtful. Say it calmly, like you're stating something obvious. Never with desperation. Sincerity is what makes it hit. 3. Little one. Little one bypasses her confidence, independence, and public persona, and speaks directly to the softer side she hides. This nickname isn't about size. It's emotional polarity. It tells her she can let go, that she doesn't have to carry everything alone. But it only works if you're steady. If you're insecure, it sounds patronizing. If you're grounded, it becomes a trigger for softness. Use it when she's overwhelmed, flustered, or overthinking. Say it calmly, with certainty. 4. Sunshine. Sunshine works because it creates emotional imprinting. It tells her presence changes your atmosphere. Not her looks. Her energy. Most men talk about appearance. Almost none talk about emotional effect. That's why sunshine separates you from the crowd. Use it when she brightens your mood without trying. When she laughs, smiles, or sends something playful. Say it as an observation, not a strategy. 5. Doll. Most men use doll badly. Too aggressively or too sexually. But when used correctly, it speaks to delicate, intentional femininity. Doll tells her you notice the details. Her softness, her care, her effort. It's not a compliment. It's recognition. Use it slowly, calmly, when she's dressed up, gentle, or unintentionally cute. Tone is everything. 6. Trouble. Trouble makes 95% of women smirk immediately. It taps into the part of her that loves being chaos. But only in the hands of a man who can handle it. It reframes her intensity as attractive. Not too much. Use it when she's teasing, bold, or pushing your buttons. Say it with a relaxed smirk. This nickname only works through composure. 7. Princess. The most misunderstood nickname. In the wrong hands, it sounds needy. In the right hands, it's a psychological trigger. Women want to feel elevated, but only by a man who doesn't elevate everyone. Princess works when said sparingly, with calm strength, when she's being gentle, thoughtful, or genuinely feminine. One well-placed princess is stronger than 1,000 compliments. 8. Smarty. Women rarely hear genuine recognition of their intelligence. And when a man sees her mind, not just her beauty, it creates deep attachment. Smarty says she challenges you, stimulates you, and stands out because of her mind. Use it when she actually earns it, when she's clever, insightful, or surprisingly sharp. Said with warm teasing, it hits deeper than pretty. 9. Honey. Honey is simple, but emotionally powerful. It signals steadiness, warmth, and safety. It softens her internal defenses instantly. Use it later in the connection, when she's opening up, being gentle, or showing her heart. Say it softly, warmly, without performing. It tells her she matters. 10. Baby girl. The heavyweight nickname. Not casual. Not for early stages. Not for every woman. Baby girl blends intimacy, protection, and emotional claiming. It bypasses independence and touches pure femininity. But if you haven't earned it, it backfires immediately. Use it only when the connection is already deep. When she's vulnerable, shy, soft, or leaning into you. Say it slow, low, certain. This one comes from presence, not performance. The deeper truth. All these nicknames work for the same reason. A woman responds to who she becomes in your presence. Not the version shaped by fear, pressure, or past hurt, but the version that finally feels safe to be soft, playful, vulnerable, real. Real men try to impress women. Strong men reveal women. Nicknames are mirrors. They reflect who she feels like when she's with you. If she feels cherished, intelligent, playful, light, or protected, she'll keep coming back to you without understanding why. A nickname only has power when you have power. Power over your tone, emotions, energy, and presence. When you name from need, you push her away. When you name from grounded presence, you pull her in. Nicknames aren't about being cute. They're about seeing her accurately. The softness she hides, the vulnerability she rarely shows, and honoring it with a name that only you evoke. That's what makes you unforgettable. That's what makes her replay your words alone in her room. If this gave you clarity, comment below. Name her energy correctly. And welcome, brother, to the men who lead, not chase.